Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the Florida Gators and the Texas Longhorns. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, I caught up with the Longhorns head coach before the game. This is what he had hoped for and is excited that it is playing out right before our very eyes. Bringing this running back in the transfer portal, he knew that he could be someone to make an impact, but he didn't know how much. And here he is, highly productive, really starting to lean on that offensive line and gain some chemistry with the other guys on the team. We're seeing this offense come alive, and they've got to do it again here today. I'll keep you posted on how things start here in the game in the first quarter and how this chemistry is showing up big time for this team. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
The Longhorns right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Running inside. It's Smothers. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4. Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary, 5-star defensive back, gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David. This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed, the measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They went right back to him, and they got the exact same thing. Nothing doing against this defense. It'll be 4th down.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The run inside. It's Pryor. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Jones wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick release by the QB. And he goes down right there. That play's going to lose yardage. So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. And his throw is incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's fourth down.
Well, on that third down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after the catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier inbounds and getting him down, now setting up fourth.
Unloads to the wideout. Did make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Here's Brown to begin the drive. Maybe a crease. They get him on the ground. And boy, they took the business end of that run as he picked up 8. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They go play action with Manning. Fires quickly. Oh, he's got some space. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. A give to Brown. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Bought a little time, lets it go. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
How about the linebacker breaking on the football, seeing the quarterback, the ball comes out, he moves right to where the ball's going, nice anticipation, and swats the ball to the ground.
Manning tries to pick it up on third down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Trying to escape and get it himself. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create, he tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have fourth down.
And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. Absolutely perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Jones to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
second and 10, a full wideout set, trips right. They'll give it to Ball. Might have a chance. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. And the Gators racing to the line in the hurry up.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Under fire. Trying to get rid of it.
Well, the defense is fat. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Throw to the right side, that's Wilson. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on third down in DKR. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Needs it to keep this drive alive. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down and one that did not pay off. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Hand off for Brown. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know, God bless Texas because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no. They got two great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over, obviously guys with
He's got it! And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
They'll run it. It's Smothers. And he's in! Touchdown, Longhorn! He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Looking for blockers. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Jones wants to throw it. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Finds his tight end. And he'll be brought down. The Gators want to move quickly. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch play?
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Longhorns head out hoping to move the ball on this possession. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Grabbed in the middle. It's Brown. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out and you can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You're bringing Cam Coleman from Auburn with his size and speed.
Could be an alley. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's Arch to throw. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Again, it's Brown. Turning it on. Got enough space. Touchdown, Texas. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to get the red zone of the field tricks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting the long touchdown.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he finished off the drive with a 30-yard scoring scamper. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Runs through the tackle. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running a football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Hauls it in. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Running inside, it's Pryor. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Just missed on the connection, incomplete. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Gonna run it. It's Pryor. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all 4th downs are created equal. Like, right, this is a shorter 4th down. You're on your side of the field. You're down. You're trailing in the football game. So I think this offense might have to take this opportunity to be aggressive.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Jones to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. That's caught. It's Mays.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown, cut into their opponent's lead.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Goes to the option. Pulls it on the option. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
You can skin the cat a lot of different ways. You're just trying to get enough yards to pick up that first down. It's not the dive man. It's not the quarterback. He makes the right read, pitches it out, and he's just able to get enough.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Florida!
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the second quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the second half.
And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Arch Madness. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Here we go, ready? Flag 18. Box. Ready, go.
They'll give it to Brown. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25.
95, 96 bridge. 95, 96 bridge. Go.
Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Complete downfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback making checks. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Arch is going to throw for it. Bring in the heat. Buried before he can blink. Clock still running. Almost certainly the last play of the half. Looking to throw. It's Manning. Going for it all. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that Bull Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the hat.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look in on Purdue, taking on the Washington Huskies.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Abrams. Rolling the dice and bringing it out of the end zone did not pay off. He's out of bounds at the 19. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Jones wants to throw it. Escapes the pressure going right. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drop the football and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. To give, running right, Brown. Finding some room. He is it! Touchdown, Longhorn!
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. And here's the return. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back-and-forth goal. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Gators in the hurry-up.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out that ball.
Trying to beat the D deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. On fourth down, looking to pass. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The Gators are rolling down the field. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Jones to throw. Pulls it in. It's Brown. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Now facing a third and long from the 50-yard line. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've already converted once on fourth down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere four-down territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Fights off a defender. Taking it the other way. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. First down, right back to Brown.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
To throw, Manning. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able.
Makes the grab and room to run. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. A give to Brown. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Wide open downfield. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're
looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! And the punishment has been extended.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he tacks on the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Jones wants to throw it. Here's the pressure. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated.
Breaks into the open. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man there. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
The run inside. It's Mays. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. And the Gators want to crank the tempo. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on 3rd. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He's got it way down the field. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Got his man to the left. Touchdown, Gators! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Jones to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. That deficit's still pretty big, and they'll try to get it right back and cut into it with an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On the run, it's Smothers. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments. Just feeds the running back. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. Still on his feet. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. The door looked slammed shut in this one, but that last interception, maybe just the slightest crack in opening here. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
The defense is dialed in right now, guys. They've got the lead. They're expecting pass. Offense trying to go 4 verticals, but all game long, this defense has stepped up, and they force another incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here's a heat. Being chased. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Got his man down the middle. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Jones wants to throw it. Pocket breaking down. He'll throw it. Got his man on the right.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. The Gators want to pick up the tempo. The corners are walked up tight. He'll set up to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You've got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job.
It's a fumble. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Jones to throw. Stepping to the right. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure. They're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th.
Now, the offense is still out there. They're taking a gamble here. They could come up empty by passing on the field goal here on 4th down. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Touchdown, Florida! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good. This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Here's Brown to begin the drive. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Howie, what do you have?
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Back to you.
Howie, thank you. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Rush is on him. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they went for it, but when you're up by a couple scores, I think you're just kind of free and like, hey, let's keep scoring points. Let's keep the offense out there. Let's keep the accelerator on, and I guess, hey, who cares? We're not going to lose anyways.
That's reeled in. It's Mays. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Using the quick game. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. Jones wants to throw it. Looking for the score. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Ball down inside the 5, at the 4 after the pick.
It doesn't get any better from your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Gives them a little more breathing room, a 3-yard gain out to the 7.
Yeah, and a nice job by this defense. This is a critical moment, right? We got to get the football back. They're backed up, thank goodness. Force a punt here, get the football back so we can make some magic here in this 4th quarter.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Hand off for Brown. Got a little grass. He's forced out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A good pickup to give this offense some operating room. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. One more time, it's Brown. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
And the quickest way to blow up the run game is those interior big boys, those defensive tackles getting in the backfield really quickly and making that ball hurt.
Man, that D tackle was in the backfield in a hurry. The big man is nimble.
Nimble, fast, quick, athletic. That's just all words you describe defensive linemen with.
Here comes the heat. Takes a hit as he fires.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
The offense changing the play. Third down from the gun, Manning. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe, take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
The Longhorns send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Jones to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40. Inside the 30. Defense ends this game in style. Coming up with a turnover, and now they can just kneel it out.
I just love the aggressive nature of this defense and understanding, hey, David, we need one play, and this game is over. One takeaway finishes it, and they get it with the pick.
Yeah, and you do these situations all the time, right? You got the lead, the passing situations, you're playing the pass, and they play it beautifully, man. Drop back, great vision, break on the football, and they said, forget this, I'm into this game right now.
And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. Throwing Manning. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown Longhorns! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Jones wants to throw it. Under fire. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football play.